Oh, hi guys, welcome back to the channel Totally Magic. Got a pretty good trick for you today, nice and swift and easy. You need some cards, and we'll give these a shuffle to start with. Mix these thoroughly up, and oh, I forgot to show you the cards, didn't I? Let's just show you the cards. They are just mixed up regular cards, but let's just give them another quick shuffle again, like that, and maybe even a cut. So we've got a mixed deck of cards. We'll come to those in a moment. You see, I'm going to give you some money, and not to keep. What it is, it's a bunch of coins I've got in my pocket. I reach in. Can you hold your hand out? Now the spectator holds out their hand, or a friend of theirs does. I'm going to give you the coins, and I want you to hold on to them tightly. Now the spectator will keep them held in their hand. Make sure that they don't look at the coins. I haven't got a spectator to help me, so what I'm going to do is just going to put them in the box. Okay. So they're holding on to the coins. We're going to take the shuffled deck of cards. In fact, we're not going to use all the cards. We just want a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, just 8 cards is all we need. The rest we don't need. We've already shuffled the cards, so we've got no idea what these are, but I will give them another mix up because I want to deal out 2 packets of cards. Now, in case you think I've stopped here for a reason, can you just cut the cards and complete the cut? So we're going to start dealing from where you've cut to. 2 packets of cards. Now what I want from you is a choice of one of those packets. Now I'll make this clear, whichever packet you pick is the one you keep. The other packet we eliminate from the trick. Is that fair? Okay, pick one of the packets. This one over here. You sure you don't want these ones here? No? Okay, we'll just move these over here. We've now got a situation where you're now holding on to 2 things. A packet of cards and some coins. So the situation is you're holding on to your cards and my coins. Before you look at the cards, I want you to add up the amount of money you've got. Is it 20 pence, 15 pence, whatever value have you got? So they'll go through and they'll start to add these up. Now, because we're in the UK here, we're using pounds and pence. So let's go through. So we've got a 2 pence coin, that's 2. There's another one. There's 4. There's another one. 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 pence. There's a 5 pence there. That's 5. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 pence. You got 2 pence, that's 22, 23, 24, 25. The value of the coins is 25 pence. Now I want you to turn over your cards one at a time and add up the value of your freely chosen cards from the shuffled deck. You got an 8 and a 2, that gives you 10. You got a queen, which is a value of 12. That gives you 22. And you have a 3, which makes 25. The value of the cards comes to exactly the same as the value of the coins you were holding. And that is magic. And if you're thinking what happens if you had chosen these, you would have had a totally different value. If we had dealt these cards from the shuffled deck, then you would have had these values. But you ended up with 25. Practice and enjoy. Hope you enjoyed that particular effect. Now, although it's a very simple one, I think it works really well because people just can't understand how it happened. It also uses two common objects that everyone's familiar with, coins and cards. So, how does it work? Well, the simple secret is you force two values onto the spectator. In my case, those two numbers were 17 and 25. How do we force those? Well, we use the cards in a stack. Now, I've chosen 17 and 25, but you can change those values. That's up to you. You go through your cards and remove 4 cards and add up their values, and whatever that is, that'll be one of the values you force onto them. Then get another 4 cards and add those values up. I'll leave it up to you, but I'll stick with the two numbers that I used in the performance, which was 17 and 25. So I removed 4 cards that add up to 17. I also removed 4 cards that add up to 25. Now the suits you're not worried about, it's just the values. Once you've picked out those two values, 17, 25, try to keep them fairly low. Don't have a really high number, don't have 4 picture cards, okay? So keep it fairly low in value. Now the lower value, 17, get a handful of coins and count out 17 coins. Okay, so we have a quantity of 17 coins. That will match that value. But the 17 coins, using different denominations, make sure the value of those 17 coins comes to your other number, in my case 25. So this comes to 25 pence. Now of course you guys will probably be based in Europe, so you'll use euro coins, and if you're in America you'll probably use nickels and dimes and quarters, and just make up the value to whatever this is. Now it takes a little while just to sort this out, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it and set up a couple of values in coinage. So that's how this trick works. Whichever packet they choose, it doesn't matter, because you can always get to that value via the coins, either by counting the quantity or the value, the monetary value. That's it. So I've got 17 coins and they add up to 25 pence. Now the stack of 4 cards and 4 cards, you just alternate like this, and then these will go on top of the pack like that, and you're good to go. That's it. Now you can start the performance by doing false shuffles if you like, all that type of thing, but the bottom line is you don't want to disturb the top 8 cards. The coins themselves, you can use the coins in a little box, maybe the card box, you put them in the card box, or what I like to sometimes do is to get the spectator to hold the coins, so they will grab hold of the coins and keep them tightly in their fist. The performance is as you saw it. You deal out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. You then take the 8 cards and you can mix them up, because I'm sure as magicians you're all aware that just by cutting the cards, the stack, it's not going to disturb that alternating sequence. Okay, so you can mix them up. I like to get the spectators to cut and complete the cut so it looks as though they had the choice of where you started dealing from. It makes no difference. But there's the cards. You deal out 2 hands of cards. You can even shuffle them again if you like. Now I always make sure that when I get them to choose a packet, I make it perfectly clear that that's the one we keep, the other one we eliminate. Now I do that in case there's any magicians in the audience that think you're using Magician's Force. So I want to make sure that I clarify that whichever one they pick, they're going to keep, the other ones you get rid of. So they choose any one of these because both values will work for the outcome. So say if they pick this one, what I do is as I pick these up to move them, I just glimpse. Now I've just glimpsed those and I can see there's no picture card in there, so I know this is the 25 value. Don't make it obvious, just kind of pick them up and just move them out to one side. The trick works because now you can say you were holding on to some coins. Now you got no idea what the value of those coins is. I want you to add up the value. So now you're changing this. If they had picked the other packet, then you change the patter to match, because then you say you've picked some cards. You've also got a quantity. So you're now using the word quantity rather than value. You got a quantity of coins. You could have 5 coins, 10 coins, 30 coins. We've got no idea how many you've got. Silver, copper, just a quantity of coins. That way you've already laid it open to them that you are counting the quantity. But in this case, because I know they've got a value of 25, I say to them the value of the coins. How much money have you got in your hand? They count it, it comes to 25 pence. They then take the cards, add them up, and they come to 25. A perfect match on there. So as I said, change this to whatever you want, whether or not it's some sort of premonition effect, mind control effect, that's up to you. But it's a great way of forcing 2 numbers very easily. I'm sure you'll come up with other ways of doing the outcome rather than just using coins. Till next time, practice and enjoy.